So I get a lot of helpful suggestions here on the channel. On my perfect camera search, people always have the best ideas. Have you tried a Canon SL3? That was the wind. No, I haven't. It's a piece of shit. I almost pounced on one. I saw it for like 600 and I was like, that could be fun, Canon colors, but it didn't come with that 10 to 18 lens. I needed that. So among those amazing suggestions, now that I have a smartphone, trying to make it work in my life, the apps, third-party apps, Filmic Pro, Moment, Open Camera, why don't you use those, bro? Those will solve all your problems, will they? Or will they introduce new ones? I'll introduce myself to your mom.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
You have no idea my pain or my sorrow. This didn't work. The whole video. Nothing. You know what I think it was? I had this wind thing on it, and I tightened it with a little twist tie. That must have been holding one of these buttons down, because it did nothing. And then I'm trying to replicate. I'm like, why? I'm recording videos, the headphones weren't working. So enjoy this windy episode. Some moments were like, cool, it worked. It was fine, no wind. But you're just listening to the smartphone audio. That's fun times. How's this look? How's the autofocus? I'll go. So we're on the Huawei P40 Pro. I'm still waiting for the Mate 40 Pro. And I'm deciding to use their headset today. I got a little wind muff on it. How did that? Is it good? It's not. I have the Open Camera app, so let's switch to it. This is just the regular app. Let's do it. Let's see if you see a difference. Alright, we're on it. We are on it. So it should be in full display. Why I don't use this app? Let me see. Did the stabilization just get a lot worse? And am I in focus at all? Does it track me? There's face tracking and digital stab. Is it bullshit? I'm gonna die here. That's an icy path. I'm gonna switch back to the regular app in a second, but there's a couple problems with the regular smartphone apps. One is there's like a variable frame rate, and my audio's out of sync. It's so annoying, like, no camera does this. If you're in 30p, it's 30p, always. Whereas in here, if I'm in 30p, sometimes it's 29.94, or 30.05, or 29.54. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. Why does it change? That's the dumbest feature. It has no purpose ever. Okay, now we're back on the regular video app. Did stabilization just get much better again, and autofocus is normal? Probably. So here's the deal with Open Camera. Filmic Pro, don't quote me on any of this, because I haven't tried Filmic Pro. You have to buy it. There's no trial version that I saw, and I don't even know how to download it on this banned phone. Chinese are spying on me right now. The problem is these apps are third party. You have to picture this. Picture you buy your Canon R5. You're like, all right, 8K, dual pixel. But you don't like some features. So you download a third party app. Not possible, but pretend. You get it and it's like, okay, we got it. We got around that feature that I hated. I can't even think of an example. I suck. But you lose dual pixel autofocus, and the IBIS is disabled. And Canon color science turns to Panasonic color science. That's basically what all these apps are. It's a third party, a much smaller company with much less money. You have Canon multi-billion-dollar camera here, and then I'll use a $800,000 company's version of your camera. It's like putting slippers on a hippo. So while that Open Camera app might have fixed the frame rate issue, it introduced so many other things. Like, you no longer get this phone. You don't get the awesome stabilization. You get their version of like whatever the hell they came up with, Stabe. is bullshit. And the autofocus, not the same. It's not the same algorithms. It's like using adapted glass with vintage Russian lenses. On top of that, you lose features like my 7,000 frames per second. That's so useful. So useful. You don't got that. They might give you a 120p and 720 if they have it in their cookie shed. So I think Filmic Pro just came out with like 10-bit log, and it's like, oh, look at all these features, just like a Pro. But does it autofocus well? Does it have good state? Where's my 7,000 frames? Color science, is that good or better or worse? This thing is like in my mouth. How could that be good audio? Just a little side tangent on audio. I'm a moron. We all know that. I ordered a little USB-C to 3.5mm jack, and it worked for the headphones, but none of my mics would work. And I had the feeling that I needed that TRRS adapter. I didn't try, you know the Sennheiser mic that I reviewed, the MKE 200? That actually had another cord that was TRRS. And I forgot to test it. I was so angry. I just sent the thing back. I was like, doesn't work. Bullshit. Now, I could have tested it. So I have to order another one, but for some reason that's delayed. It ain't gonna be till January 90th till I get that thing. And then it might still not work. I'm also just using that short little tripod for the GoPro. Extended out. Is that wide enough? And I don't have the mirror hack, so I'm flying blind. And this audio likely unusable, but we're doing the whole video in it. Nothing could go wrong. I'm in Valencia mode. What is that? It got a lot wider. Does that mean all stabilization is gone? It's still there. It's stable enough. Is the colors better? I'll stop. The weird thing is, this camera has a pro mode in video, and there's nothing different at all that you can do. I don't get what the pro mode is. Like, I think you can set manual shutter speed, and like, who cares about all that? There's so many things that I wish the regular camera app had, like a log profile, something flat that's not oversaturated, so I don't have to dim it down. This is straight out of camera. It's tomato face. I do eat tomatoes, a lot of them. No, almost died. And things like the variable frame rate, what's that all about? And there's no 24p, that's annoying. So these third-party apps, they solve some of these problems, but then introduce others, and it's the same journey we've been on since day one. Where's my perfect camera? All in one package. Fuji colors, dynamic range, all the autofocus. Olympus colors, autofocus, no slow motion. Not good slow motion. Canon, oh, the colors, the autofocus. Stabe, oh, wobbly. Sony, amazing, everything. No colors, bad Sony, bad. So I've resorted to using a smartphone, and it's irritating because the audio is always like a second late, and I still haven't, I think it's like 6 frames. I have to separate the audio and move it back, and then it might work, but then it'll catch up later. It'll catch right up. What the hell am I supposed to do? What the hell are they doing here? Oh, they're ruining my life. These shoes are not winter boots. That was a lie. They're already wet. They're soaking wet and cold. I knew leaving the house this was a bad idea with these boots. You might as well just wear socks. That's basically what I'm doing. Do let me know if I'm mistaken though, like Filmic Pro, and it has amazing stabilization and everything's perfect, and get that for sure. Let me know. But it's probably missing something. There's no way the 7,000 frames, which I need sometimes for pigeons. It's the only good thing I've found so far. Pigeon footage. It's amazing. Because we're doing hill sprints. Mud. Oh god. It's so slippery. This is the worst. Oh, I regret leaving the house. I'm supposed to be on vacation. Why am I on the mud? Sent out. I'm tired. I'm burned out. I'm on a carnivore diet. I'm like a cat. I can sprint for 3 seconds straight. My cat has more energy than me. Where are you, kitty? Pull me up the hill, kitty. Oh, I'm Almost there. Someone died. Monkey strength does nothing. Oh god! No. Is the phone okay? It's a little dirty. Oh, it's so slippery. Oh god. Over here. Am I dirty? Send help. Send help. I hope none of that was caught on film. How am I gonna get up this last part? Why me? Why me? So I'm gonna leave on a high note. Let me know what the best app is. Let me know what phone I should have bought. Send me oxygen. I'm gonna leave after you buy a Conspiracies t-shirt. Subscribe for more videos.